Hiya, it's Amanda here from Lolli Lulu Crafts, and today I'm going to be making a cute little card using this gorgeous little pussycat image from Nook Designs, and this is called Newton's Birthday Bash, and it's just a really cute stamp set, and I just thought it'd be really fun to make use of this. So I wanted to go quite simple and just really focus on the stamp and the colouring. So I've got just a simple card base. This is a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and it's opening at the top. And then I cut a piece of white watercolour cardstock because I want to use my distress markers, and it's smooth, although there is a slight, no, it's smooth on both sides, and I cut that at just 1/4 inch down so that we had 1/8 inch of the blue just peeping out from around the edges. Now what I did want to do just before we start is I want to just take the corners off on the 1/2 inch with my corner chomper here on the bottom corners of the card, and obviously therefore the layer as well. So we'll just pop that in there like so, and then that will sit like that, and that looks just, I think that just finishes it off nicely. Okay, so I'm not going to put them together at the moment because obviously I've got the colouring etc and the stamping to do. So what I wanted to do is actually do some embossing. Okay, so I'm going to use my pigment ink here, and I'm going to use my clear, and this is black, and I'm going to use my clear detail embossing powder, and this is just going to give a nice little raised outline to our stamped image. So when I'm doing my colouring with my distress markers, if I use a little bit of extra water or whatever, it just really gives a border to that puddle. Okay, so this is the stamp I want. Okay, so I'm just going to pop that down in the corner there. So I'm going to just get my stamp block and pick that up. And then I'm going to take I've got my little piece of card here that I put my powder and stuff on, and actually before I do my stamping, speaking of powder, I just want to gently powder over my corner piece here just to make sure there are no finger marks that are going to get embossing powder on. So just powder over that. And then I'm going to take my stamp here, and as I say, this is just a dye ink, pigment ink, and it's my colour box, and I'm just going to ink our little chap up, and then we're going to pop him down in this corner like so. And then straight away I'm just going to put my embossing powder on. There's like 10 tons of it. But anyway, not to worry. And then I'm just going to take my heat tool . There it goes. And then just to straighten the card out, I'll just put some heat from the underside. There we go. Okay, so that's him all stamped and embossed. So let's get colouring. And I'm going to start off with his little ears, and that's spun sugar. Then I've got black soot, and then I'm going to take the grey pumice stone, it's called, and then I'm going to take my paintbrush and I'm just going to blend that through. There we go. I think that looks kind of sweet. And then I'm just gonna put a little bit of the black down the bottom here. And then again, just taking some water and my paint brush and just blending that. Like so, and then we'll leave that top area. So there's our little putty cat. So we're going to do that, the big present in the blue. There we go. And I want to add just a little of the blue up here. Then I've got some green, so that can be for the top present. And I think it would be fun to have some red on this candle, so I'm just going to add that on there. I think on the presents I would like a red bow on the bottom one here. There we go. I just wanted to add a little extra definition to the little cat, and then I'm going to go up to my sentiment here in the candle. I'm just going to add the yellow in there to the candle, and then to the bow up here I'm just going to colour. There we go. So that's nice and colourful, and then the only other thing I want to do is just put a little bit of grounding on him so that he's not just sitting up in the air. So I'm just going to take this pumice stone and I'm just going to put some on my paintbrush here. Okay, so now just before we stick this down on our card base, I want to add this lovely little piece of blue ribbon. So I'm just going to take my tape pen and just put a little bit of tape on the ends of the ribbon, and then I can tuck it around the back. So I think about there. Okay, and then I'm just gonna take this and do a little knot, but okay, let's just cut this like so. So there it is, that looks really cool. And then all I want to do now is just add some 3D foam on the back, and then we'll get my card base, which is opening at the bottom, and then we'll pop my little pussycat. There we go. And there is our finished card. Isn't that cute? I think that's absolutely adorable. I hope you do too. I think it's been a fun card to make. It's just plain and simple on the inside, and actually just a nice simple card on the outside, but just really effective. And I hope you like it as much as I do. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye!
I'll visit every Wednesday, our imaginary hey boy, we'll see you soon. Miles scatter over me and you. Time whispers into my ear and overwhelms petty fears. He speaks so numbers that equal years, travel back to Navy Pier. Won't we?